Okay, here we go. So I took passenger side back off just so I can kind of show this real quick, because got to put this boot on first. Goes in there. Don't mind all the goop on there, as I said before. This goes through here. And it'll sit in there like that. Let's make sure you got your boot in there. Obviously this one's a little worn. Could have used a new boot, but it'll be fine. So this is the fun part. Assembling all this mess, which I already cleaned this out in here. I mean, this isn't perfect, but this is what you start with. So we'll start with this here. Got one piece there that screws into your adjuster essentially. But gotta take this back out so we can grease anti-seize it up, because yeah. Put that in there. See that old retainer? It's right here. I gotta get that off. Okay, this is ready. It actually goes on this side because this little gear, there's this little retaining clip, has a little rib on it, so it catches on this, a little gear there. So we're gonna leave that right there. We're going to screwdriver so I can get that out. Definitely have some glasses on for this, because you don't know where this piece is going to end up flying to. Well, it actually didn't go anywhere. That's surprising. Last one went flying somewhere. You don't really have to grease this thing up or anything, but it might help it go on. I mean, that's it. It just sits down in there like that. And then this will go in there, which I might need to push on a little bit, or just give this a little tap in there, or even use some channel locks and kind of just squeeze it just to get it in there. But before we do that, we gotta grease this all up. Got our white lithium grease. Cake it on there. Don't be afraid to use it. And you actually want to get a good bit of grease in here, because the boot only does so much. So I usually just load it up on the front and send it in. And even, this is probably overkill, but the outside I just kind of dab it some anti-seize so it doesn't get stuck. But we'll see. That goes. Is that the start? So as I did last time, just kind of right in there, and it'll move still. Same with that, which will be the key to getting the shoe on. And then the other part, one of the two most important pieces. Got this other, I don't know what you want to call it, but the other side, this little kind of like a little piston deal. It's all going to go in there like that. Set that there so I don't lose it. Again, lots of grease. Same thing I do is I just put a little bit right on that shoulder. It kind of sits there. Okay. Now I'm just going to put this all together. I'm going to set that right there for now. It's the e-brake arm. So it goes in from the back side, and it's hard to see because this one's already filled with grease, but the side that isn't filled with grease. There we go. That's the side. This side here goes towards the gear side. This side here has like a cup, so it holds that other end of the piston. So I'm out of that grease. Now we're gonna load it up with this other grease. We're gonna put it in through the back side there. Yeah, don't lose that. So it goes in. You gotta think the cable's coming through here and it's gonna be pulling this lever like that, so that's how it goes in. I gotta find the hole. There we go. So now that's in there just like that. Trying to let it go. Hold the arm so it doesn't fall. I don't know if you can see it right there. So just leave it like that for now. Then you're going to take this other end. I mean, you could take that piston now, just kind of set it in there like that. Take this, set it right on top, and that's it. And that'll hold that all in there. Now, put that down. Those feet kind of lined up in the same way like this. We're going to push the shoe on. Just push it on like this. Get one side started, and you can kind of pull towards it. There. So you slide that on, and then just bring it down like that. This is the retainer for your shoe. And then here's the screw, little 1024 screw. I'll spin this around and show you where this goes. So this is going to go up and right here on this spot here, so it sits like that. Your shoe gets against this part up there, and then screw hold it in place. Let's move that. Let's get this. Yeah. So I'll show you. You see where it sits. Yeah, right there. Sits against there, and then the retainer holds it against it. So we'll do that next. So you might have to slide it this way just to line up the hole. Put that screw in. You don't need to crank that, you'll snap the head. Usually just hold it like this, and that's it. So now you got your brake shoe on, the adjuster, you got your arm on the back. Now we can take this as an assembly and go to the truck. Makes it a little easier, I guess. Do it all on a workbench instead of on the truck. Like in my case, it's on the ground pretty much, so you don't have to bend over or kneel down. This makes it a lot easier.